Great, wonderful. Well, good evening. Welcome to Minds Matter San Francisco's Mentors Matter concert fundraiser. Thank you so much for coming out tonight in support of our students and for being here in community with each other. So while tonight is certainly about celebrating and preparing for the future of Minds Matter San Francisco, it is also a moment for us to celebrate how far we've come and how much we've accomplished together as a community. It is truly such a joy to be here with you tonight. This is our first in-person fundraiser in 2 years. When I say we've been on a roller coaster ride together, I mean that in every sense of the word together. Since the pandemic, we have served 253 students in our high school and alumni student community. We have helped 90 students gain acceptance to four-year colleges. That's 100% of our last 3 graduating senior classes. 300 volunteers each year dedicate their time and their talent to serving our students and helping our organization remain financially and operationally healthy. We have raised $1.8 million, which translates into funding for 180 current and future students whose lives will be forever changed by the power of our mentorship program and by the strength of our community. Of course, numbers do not tell the whole story. You have to know our people. If you are a mentee or a mentee's family member, and you've weathered these 2 years with hope and determination, please stand up so we can recognize your courage and your resilience. Kelly's family, thank you guys so. Kelly is going to speak later tonight, so we have that to look forward to. We are so proud of Kelly, as is Kelly's family. Thank you for joining us tonight. Now, I want to properly thank 2 people tonight, and that's our incredible headline performers, Chris and Michelle Kuo, who will be coming out in a moment. They are our event tonight. Chris is actually a member of our associate board, and both he and Michelle have been incredible supporters for our organization since 2017. Chris and Michelle were the first to help us pivot to doing our events online. In fact, we did our inaugural fundraising event online in October of 2020, and they were there, right there with us to support us. I am personally inspired by Chris and Michelle. Not only is theirs a story of 2 amazing humans giving back to their community, theirs is also a story about a son giving back to his mother. Without further ado, thank you all. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our first performance of the evening, Rachmaninoff's Russian Rhapsody by Chris and Michelle Kuo. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage.
Two world-class musicians, Michelle and Chris, come in and play some Rachmaninoff. And we also got to hear from some really dedicated, amazing Minds Matter staff and one student as well to talk about the impact our program has made across all of our students.
So as Irene mentioned earlier, I'm Pranay Singal, and today I want to take you on a journey as to how I got here. I joined as a mentor and a summer programs director. I had the privilege of mentoring Katie, who's currently a sophomore at UC Davis. Guiding her through her high school journey, I was given a perspective and take on a world that I was really unfamiliar with. And it was that perspective that really shaped and informed my view and approach to summer learning. In my first year, we shared a list of 40 programs with our students to select from and successfully sent them to programs across the country. In a follow-up conversation with a student, I was shocked to hear that while he had enjoyed his experience, he wished he had done something entirely different. I was floored. I really thought that the programs that we had selected for our students and curated were diverse enough to actually meet the interests and be the perfect program for them. Were there other programs that would have been a better fit? Are there more programs beyond the 40 that Minds Matter knew of? That small conversation and those questions changed the future of summer learning and my life. Through various efforts, we kind of grew our program offering from 40 to over 300 programs. If we wanted to really level the playing field, we needed to do much more. Therefore, we focused on establishing relationships with programs and companies. The Spectrum Equity team created a custom 6-week rotational program designed specifically for 2 of our mentees. This new partnership and experience aligned very well with the interests and aspirations of one of our students. The 6 weeks at Spectrum really impacted how the mentee perceived college and her career path. Being in the same room and working environment as those professionals made a huge impact on her life and how she's approaching her next few years. This isn't just a one-off story. My journey at Minds Matter from beginning to end has been about the Minds Matter community coming together, whether it was the alumni who introduced me to the nonprofit, the different folks from different backgrounds and experiences coming together to find ways to enhance the experience for our students. Those contributions could be as simple as writing a document about what private equity is, or could be as grand as creating a whole new internship for our students. Each of these contributions are critical to the success of summer learning. And without each individual in our community, summer learning itself would not be where it is today, nor
learned how to play piano. Hello everyone, I am honored to speak here tonight. There is someone I've known all my life. She is persistent, kind, smart, and always finding new opportunities to grow and learn. Not only did she earn the highest grades in her classes, but she also made everlasting friends and discovered her hobbies, making life the more wonderful and fulfilling. That person is me. My name is Kelly Ngo, and here's my story. On Mondays, when the teacher would ask us what we did on our weekends, my classmates would always mention their grand weekend family plans. And to fit in, I always mentioned that my family and I went on a hike, when in reality, my dad was working 2 jobs to keep a roof over our heads. Soon, my reality changed with Minds Matter. I found my passion, what I want my career to be, and I discovered what I truly enjoy doing. Most importantly, I learned to communicate with adults and to feel comfortable around them. Minds Matter gave me 2 everlasting mentors and friends. Initially, it was a bit terrifying for 2 strangers to enter my life and for them to know me better than I know myself. Thank you. But over time, they became my support systems, and you could call them my personal therapists. Being a first-generation student and someone who had so many other family responsibilities, it was great to have Jennifer as a mentor. It felt validating and also encouraging to know that someone could relate to my experience, given that she went through it herself and has become successful in her life. It wasn't only my mentors that helped shape who I am. Academically, I can say that I am proud with the amount of knowledge I have. In middle and high school before Minds Matter, I was a mediocre student. I never really understood the value of education or that it mattered at all. I valued everything over education, which made me feel like I fell behind in class. Every other student would raise their hand to answer the question, while I was still searching for an answer I feel like I would never find or know. Luckily, it wasn't too late for me to catch up. With all the academic support that Minds Matter gave me, I am now one of the top 10 students in my class. Minds Matter did more than they advertised. They are the personal and academic boost I never knew I needed in my adolescent years. Thank you, Minds Matter. And to my mom and dad, I did it.
Thank you. Well, thanks again so much for coming out tonight to support Minds Matter. This organization clearly does incredible work. I'll never forget when my mom and I had a chance to visit Minds Matter back in, gosh, I think it was 2019 for the last in-person concert that we did. And I think the title of this concert is Mentors Matter. This event is Mentors Matter, and I think we've seen the incredible work that the mentors do. We saw a session in person. We saw the quality of contributions that the mentors are making. We saw the weekly dedication that folks come in and dedicate every single weekend, every single week. It's an incredible contribution, incredible commitment, and the work that's being done is absolutely remarkable, and we're so proud to be a part of this community. And we're playing one very small last piece tonight. It's only maybe 2 or 3 minutes long. It's unfortunately only on this piano, so sorry to everyone on this side of the hall. But we wanted to make a challenge to everyone, and my mom so generously wanted to make a match. There's a number on the screen over there for the funds raised tonight, and there's a text message, instructions there to make a donation. So for anything that happens in the next 2 minutes when we play this little duet, my mom is proud to match up to $1,000. So we hope that you'll take an opportunity to text that number, and Irene will make sure that we make good on the contribution. But thanks. But thank you again for coming out to support this organization, and thank you for everything you've done. So cheers.
I was a mentor for 2 years in Minds Matter, and then this past year I was also the senior class parent and guardian engagement lead. Yeah, this event was Mentors Matter. It was a great fundraiser event to highlight some of the impact that this organization has had, as well as some great music, and I thought the stories were really powerful.
Volunteering with Minds Matter San Francisco has been one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever been a part of. I have 2 mentees right now, Nicole and Justin, and it's been amazing just in 1 year seeing how they've grown and come out of their shell, even just as sophomores, and I'm so excited to be a part of that journey with them.
I was in operations as a summer programs director. I sat on the associate board, and now I sit on the board. I've seen the organization across those different levels, and I can say that this is a very special organization. The mentees make it special, the mentors make it special, and there's no other organization like it. And there's no better way for me to dedicate my time